end of the year. It might be really hard to realize that because not only am I in a short sleeve shirt in the middle of December, but the sun is about to be blaring straight into my cranium. Ignore the dogs outside. There's absolutely nothing I can do about them. All 7 of them. But today, I really wanted to chat about the things I was most proud of making this year, because I am a compulsively creative dude, and I make things all of the time. So, this is gonna be my first video of 2025, which is very exciting for me, because I have only recently been creating artwork that I show on the internet at large. I believe I, in earnest began doing so at the very beginning of 2024, so quite recently. You know, negating the fact that I used to have a DeviantArt over a decade ago. And that exists somewhere on the Wayback Machine, which maybe we'll get into one day, but not today. Oh no. So before the tape that's holding my phone onto my tripod falls over, let's talk about some of the stuff that I've made this year, which I'm really, really proud of. This is also just going to be like a greatest hits of what I have created this year, because a lot of what I am going to chat about today, I have already created. Already made previous videos about. So let's get this new year started right. Roll the tape. Roll the tape. I could totally retape that if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Let us barrel ahead. Change of scenery for my sewing project, because there's no easy way to show this. And I mean, yes, it is probably the most basic thing that you can create if you have a sewing machine, and the seams ain't perfect, but I needed a thicker weight robe for the evenings, because I am autistic and I don't like clothes, god damn it. So it's nice to just have one layer, and it's got one single pocket, and it's lemons on the outside and buddies on the inside, and it's just everything that I wanted. So very proud of this. Oh, Jesus. This is my big boy. This is my behemoth. I am so immensely proud of this binding practice, whatever you want to call it. This is pretty much all of the sketch material, all of the drawings and illustrations that I completed in 2023. And in around March, April of 2024, I decided I would like to have all of these things in one place instead of being in 3, actually I think it was 4 even, separate metal ring binder type things. You know, I got a ton of them from Five Below because I really liked the weight and the heft of all of it. And I'm eternally between the ocean and the mountains. Those are my 2 favorite places in the world. I'm not flipping that over again. You remember. You just watched it happen. But yes, I haven't necessarily gone page by page through this. Just because I don't know if I care about doing that. It's just a lot, you know? It's just a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that I did. And I had a really fun time completely filling all of it. But I understand it's like 2025 now and we're talking about 2023. But only in that we are giving reverence to the art that was created in that time period. So I am very proud of this big guy. These are all single page binding, which is something I had never done before. And I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again. At least for, 123 pages. But, you know, it's fun to try something for the first time and then realize maybe that's going to be the last time. There's the mountains. And they're beautiful. Sierra Nevadas in the springtime. Okay, I needed both hands to move that. And something that I finished painting a very quick succession with that is I had started this I'm having an aneurysm. Content warning, you're about to see a butt. Get over it. So I started this painting a couple of years ago, perhaps at the very start of 2023. And I really liked the idea of what happened if a magical girl was in the middle of a transformation. But instead of like all of the shows where the villain just patiently waits for the magical girl to transform, the villain was actually like evil and decided to levy a massive attack during that process. So I thought, that's cool. I'm gonna do that. So I very much am falling into the pink purple versus blue green ideology, and I am not really happy with how the earth turned out underneath everything, but I am really happy with the figures and with the actual color palette that I picked out. So what does this say? Mid-transformation assault, question mark, disgraceful. Yeah, so I guess it really just kind of speaks for itself. I love that purple and that pink together with the golds. Ugh. And yes, that's not the proper way to hold a broadsword. I'm fully aware. You don't have to get into it. It drives me fucking nuts. But I'm not going back. It's done. It's finished. I also like the idea of the magic that the villain uses eating away at their limbs, which, you know, I could have put bones in there, but I didn't. I didn't do it this time. But I'm really proud of this. I might come back and try something like this again in this upcoming year of 2025. But this is a good, like, sketch, I would call it. A good first draft, if you will. You can go there. You can go there with your sibling. Now, I've already got 2 videos doing like a walkthrough of my main sketchbook for the year of 2024. So I don't have to bore you too much, but I am always proud when I finish a sketchbook. There's always some point of excitement, like, I filled this whole damn thing. I am really happy with this. But I'd say there's a couple of images that this year I am the most proud of having created and finished. And so I'm just gonna, here we go. So I also really love this picture. I have a whole video on it relating to fan art, because both of these pieces are fan art from vastly different time periods. This is for, oh god, I've forgotten his name. The gentleman that created The Last Unicorn, and it was then animated by the studio that then turned into Studio Ghibli. But I'm very proud of my hyperfixation piece, because I still constantly watch Jean Cocteau's Beauty and the Beast. But I had not worked with India ink in a very long time. And yes, this is just like a very basic illustration of a woman from the back. And there's a lot of art history into that type of a framing and the usage of line. And I won't get into that because no one really cares about that right now. But I'm just very, very proud of this piece with the glove, with the mirror. La miroir, la gant. And I just really love doing that piece. All right, let me get to the main one. Hold on. I mean, I'm also really fucking proud of this piece, because I painted this over a very long period of time, and I didn't make a video on it because I just wanted to give all of my attention to it. The only thing I would change is I've actually found a type of film that I had thought I had misplaced, and I wish I would have put that film on top of this in order to preserve the paint from chipping, instead of just using plastic duct tape. But you know, you live and you learn. It's fine. This is the piece that I think of often, because this is very much based off of an old, just a sketch. It wasn't even a finished illustration from when I was in undergrad. So when I was taking classes locally at the college here. So very much a rough draft of something that then turned into something really, really fun. There's a full video on this if you want to go look at it. You don't have to. I'm just telling you. And then the other piece that I'm really ridiculously proud of for no understandable reason is actually this. Like these, I call them my two angel sisters, and I really enjoy doing this. But something about, you know, this blue and pink and purple just makes me very, very happy. And the way that the material forms around the figure, as if by the wind, but you don't really know if there is a figure in there. I don't know. I just had a really fun time. And that illustration, like that come back. This entire concept of material wrapping around a figure, I then transpose isn't the correct term. I then translated that concept into a couple of illustrations that I've already done in this. And this sketchbook I'm very proud of, because this is also another book of my own creation this year. There's a video on it if you want. I need to readjust my leggies, my leggy ways, if you will. And this thing as well. Now, I need to be careful with what I show in this sketchbook, because I was and I am tired of not having, hi, how are you? Of not having all of the artwork that I create being in one place. I draw a lot of things that are safe for work. I draw a lot of things that are not safe for work. And I'm very proud of those things. But then again, I understand that the general internet is not necessarily the place for those pieces to be. So I'm going to just very gently look through this thing is really, and I'm not super busy. And there we go. Okay. There we go. This is a piece that I finished earlier on in this month, and I really love the way that the fabric has wrapped around Hecate's legs and her hips, and I'm very, very excited with how this has turned out. I can't really show that other piece, but I can show, okay, I may actually cut the last part of that last clip out just because, just because of the thing we were just discussing. But I'm also like, this is my most recent picture. This is absolutely just a self-gratification, self-portrait of the fact that I've grown into my body. And so I don't really know what's going to be next, but I'm so proud of this little sketchbook. I'm having a real good time filling her up. And I've just finished the first folio, if you can believe it. Well, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. And many more to come. But this is a beautiful bookmark from, I don't even know what. I think I bought it. Well, I actually bought some kind of a book from the thrift store, as I do. And this was inside that book. So covered it so I can keep using it. And that brings us to like the last big piece that I'm really, really proud of. Now this is funny because because of the autism, because of the ADHD, if I cannot see something, it just doesn't exist, which is why storage solutions that are clear and see-through are very important to me, because I don't fucking know what things are if I can't see them. So this is just 2 manila envelopes that have that clear see-through film on them. So then I can be like, oh, there's art in there. Perfect. And this is my most recent Let's Draw that I've done on the channel. I'm very, very proud of this portrait of St. Lucia. Excuse me, depends on whatever you would like. It's the fact that it is a beautiful piece for a spirit of some sort. And you've got, you know, this is meant to be within the catacombs of Rome, which, oh, I cannot wait to go to any kind of catacomb one day. I'd like to go to them all. The ones in Italy, in Paris, in everywhere. I digress. But I love the bones, the skulls in the background. I'm very proud of how the light, I was able to capture the light in this, as well as like a very melancholy face for her. So yeah, that pretty much sums like the big things that I made this year. And I'm really, really proud of that. Well, that was fun. That was lovely. Thank you for being here for whatever this is. I really appreciate any sort of individuals that, you know, chat with me when I'm online. I love to see the possibility of anyone else creating art after I post my art. So I love that. And I think the biggest thing I'm most excited about creating in this year of 2024 that is going to be continued into 2025 is you guys. There you are. Just, you're literally taped to a tripod in my childhood room, which is obviously messy because I'm 31 years old. I've recently moved home after a divorce from a very abusive situation, and I had to put my whole world in a bunch of boxes. And you know, I don't know the dimensions of my room. Don't even ask me. I have no idea. But you guys are what I'm most proud of. Chatting with you, talking to anyone online that wants to, creating art with other people, that is, you know, kind of the goal of it all. It's creating a community where everyone can make art and feel comfortable making art. So, have a beautiful start of 2025. Go, your homework is to go make something. Perfect is the enemy of the good, so it should not nor will it ever be perfect. But it doesn't matter if it's a painting, if it's a soup, if it's a song, if it's a dance routine. I don't care what it is. Go and make. And then post it online for the rest of the world to be inspired by. Because there's a lot to be said about creating artwork just for yourself, but there's an even more beautiful conversation to be had about creating art that you then share with everyone else. So, I'm Alana Axley, also known as Alana Axley Ray, because Ray was the name I was born with. Axley is my adoptive name, so I am both. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you next time.